Builder-grade bathrooms, the joy. Almost all of us have seen them and have or had them. Make no mistake, it is functional and does the job, but it is truly unremarkable and unmemorable. If you want to see how we transformed this boring space into something modern and serene around $500, stay tuned. I've partnered with Saker and one of their products to make this bathroom shine. We'll see how it does a bit later in the video. This wallpaper, although it's neutral, has been here for 20 years. So a coat of fresh white paint was the first thing that we tackled for this small bathroom makeover, just to keep things bright and fresh. We were going to keep the vanity at first, thinking we would update it with new paint, hardware, and a new countertop and a vessel sink. That was until we spotted this clearance price beauty at Ikea. I had been dreaming and thinking about a floating vanity, and lo and behold, there it was at an insane price of only $125, which usually retails for about $500 at Ikea. Little did we know how much of a headache it would be to install it. It took numerous plumbing trips, calls to Ikea, and the ingenuity of my husband's skills to make it work and to not cut the drawer that was in the way of the wall plumbing. If you ever decide to purchase a floor model at Ikea, make sure that you have all of the parts. We were missing some that we didn't know at the time were missing. This was a huge learning experience. Frustration doesn't begin to describe of what we went through, but the end result was so worth it. Now my next concern was that once we removed the vanity, if the builder had continued the floor tile under the vanity. And you already guessed it, I'm sure. Of course not. I ran all over town trying to find a good match for these 20-year-old tiles, but was unsuccessful. And I'll show you later how I solved this issue. Naturally, the vanity had to be wall mounted exactly where the studs in the wall were not located. So my husband had to make provisions for this as well. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of us installing the vanity because, as I mentioned earlier, it was so frustrating and I had to lend a helping hand that I completely forgot to film it. I truly apologize for that. But once that was done though, I wanted our new LED mirror hardwired instead of just plugging it into the wall, which to me, as I'm sure you would agree, is not aesthetically pleasing. I knew that I wanted some simulation of concrete on part of the wall, and I found some self-adhesive wallpaper on Temu that fit the bill. I ordered a couple and I ultimately opted for the one that had a bit more gray in it instead of a warm brown, which didn't look that great with the gray color of the newly installed cabinet. So I chose the one on the left, you can see here. I actually had 3 to choose from and I didn't even open the other roll because I didn't like it. So after it was all said and done, I think I made the right choice. We chose this natural stacked stone veneer panel from Home Depot to really take this bathroom to another level. These are 6 by 24 inch panels. I love the coloring on these and they bring so much needed texture into the space. I want to give a big shout out to my husband who always lends a helping hand in making my visions come alive. We mounted these, as you can see, above the tub, but then I also had another idea to implement these elsewhere. And finally, the last piece was done above the tub. I was satisfied with what I had on the wall so far, and this is where I decided that it would be really cool to install these tile panels vertically to create a separation from the paper to the painted wall, and at the same time having this really interesting design element and tying everything together. This was the point where I got really excited because I could see my vision come to life. The ugly builder-grade mirror was replaced with this modern LED mirror from Amazon, which was the perfect addition to this bathroom makeover. Do you also find it so satisfying to remove the protective paper from the mirror, or is it just me? We had a little gap from the vanity to the wall we had to cover, and then installed this white wavy backsplash from Home Depot. For the rough edges of the backsplash, I used this thick self-adhesive trim from Amazon to finish everything off nicely. And I love that bright shiny chrome finish, which goes so well with the modern faucet I purchased on Facebook Marketplace. You can see the outlet is right there. The cover was now too long and I simply used a hot knife to cut a piece off and then trimmed it out with rhinestone trim. Do you remember the dilemma with tile missing under the floating vanity? Well, here was my solution. I gathered some flower bed rocks from our yard and placed them underneath the vanity. I was tickled pink with this idea, not only because it really adds to the spa-like feeling of the bathroom, but it was super budget friendly as well. Of course, I couldn't leave it like that, and to give it a finished look, I used some PVC, cut it at a 45-degree angle with my miter box, and laid it out the exact width and depth of the vanity. And now it looks like it has always been there. So what do you think of this idea? And if the motion sensor lights mounted underneath the cabinet don't scream luxury, I don't know what will. No one really likes to clean, but this cleaning tool from Seika made it an absolute breeze. They were so kind to send me this dual-speed power scrubber, which comes with all of these wonderful attachments. This wire brush is fantastic for stubborn stains on pots, barbecues, and stoves. And you can use the flat brush just about anywhere. This corner brush comes in handy for window tracks, corners, edges, grout, and really tight spots. I'm really enjoying this bottle brush already. It is so handy in getting glasses, cups, and jars cleaned without any effort. They really thought of everything. It also comes with this scouring pad and a sponge pad that attach in like a Velcro-like manner for a really secure fit. The brush head snaps easily in place, and the first place I tested it out was on our new sink, which really got dirty during our construction. That stain up there in the left corner, it was almost like a rust stain, and that's when I started using the scouring pad, which did a fantastic job of removing that stain. Dirty grout is a big pet peeve of mine. It doesn't matter how much one cleans the floor, it never really looks clean until the grout is clean. That spinning brush really made a difference, and this is what it looked like when I was done. I really got excited about this small but powerful cleaning tool, so once I get going, it's hard to stop. Are you like that when you're cleaning? So here's the bottle brush in action, and look what a great job it does. I didn't stop there. The oven door was in dire need of cleaning, particularly the glass. So I sprinkled some Barkeeper's Friend on there, a little water on the scouring pad, and oh my goodness, it did such a wonderful job. Just look at the difference. I cleaned the right side and purposely left the left so you can see. What a wonderful tool. So let's get to the fun part, the decorating. I purchased 2 adjustable shower curtain rods from Amazon, one for the inner liner and the other for this gorgeous silver metallic threaded shower curtain from Ross. To fill this bare spot on the wall, I knew I wanted something serene, ocean-like, yet modern with a touch of glam. And after months of searching, I finally found it at Burlington. I love this mirror. It has 3 light settings, daylight, cool, and warm, along with a defogger function. I got a steal on these clearance priced zebra blinds from Amazon, which happened to be just the right size, and they were only $23. They have a hint of gray to match the rest of the decor. And even in the open position, they still lend a lot of privacy. I wanted to tie in more blue from the wall art and other parts of the bathroom, so I grabbed these Real Touch white tulips out of my breakfast room. They unfortunately yellowed over time, so I thought, why not reuse them? I had this gorgeous blue metallic spray paint, and I carefully separated the flower from the stem and gave them their gorgeous new color. When ZGallerie was closing their doors, I scored this beautiful glass vase for only $8, and I filled it with white rocks from Dollar Tree and arranged my tulips inside. Another great find was this chrome-colored boat-shaped bowl that I filled with blue balls and green florets from Dollar Tree that were sprayed silver to tie everything together. We also needed a space to hang towels and bathrobes when guests are visiting, so this over-the-door clothes hanger was perfect because it doesn't take up any space, and when the doors open, it's hidden. How gorgeous is this glossy, modern, floating vanity? And it provides ample additional storage for towels, toiletries, and toilet paper. I tucked a small white and gray marble trash can besides the vanity. And here you can see the lights doing their job, going off automatically if there's no motion. This self-adhesive toilet paper holder saves space and at the same time holds your phone. I also used a self-adhesive chrome towel bar for the crisp white guest towel to avoid damaging the wall. And here is how it all came together. What a difference a few tweaks and changes can make. I want to thank our sponsor, Saker, again for sending this wonderful spin scrubber, which made all of my cleaning so much easier. If you go to Amazon right now, I saw that they are offering a $10 off coupon. I will leave the link in the description below. And if you liked this video or were inspired and got some ideas on how to tackle your tired bathroom, please give it a big thumbs up. I welcome your feedback and comments. Please take care, and I'll see you in my next video.